per reports by Ministry of External Affairs, 6 Indian nationals employed in an electricity project were abducted in northern Afghanistan on Sunday. A press note from the ministry came after the Afghan media reported that the 6 Indians and 1 Afghan working for an Indian infrastructure and electricity major in Afghanistan were taken away by unknown gunmen. The Press Council of India has rubbished the recently released Press Freedom Index, in which India slipped 2 places to rank 138th among 180 countries, saying there was a lack of clarity on the inputs that weighed in the rankings, which were based on opinion or perception. Published annually by Reporters Without Borders, the World Press Freedom Index measures the level of media freedom in 180 countries. The Labour Ministry is likely to notify this week the 5-year low 8.55% interest on Provident Fund for 2017-18, paving the way for retirement fund body EPFO to credit returns into the accounts of around 5 crore subscribers. The Finance Ministry has ratified 8.55% rate of interest on EPF for last fiscal. The recommendations on the rate of interest by the Central Board of Trustees, the apex decision-making body of Employees Provident Fund Organization, is sent to the Finance Ministry for its concurrence. EPFO had provided 8.65% interest for 2016-17. At the end of a 3-week drive to bring 7 flagship schemes to 16,850 villages with a high number of poor, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe household, less than 30% of the target household received an electricity connection, while less than 40% got a gas connection, according to government data. The Gram Swaraj Abhiyan was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on April 14, the birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, to reach out to villages, most of which have a majority of Dalit and tribal homes. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath on Saturday visited the worst affected districts of Agra. Mr. Adityanath later met families of the victims and distributed relief checks. He had faced widespread criticism for being at an election campaign for Karnataka Assembly polls when more than 70 people were killed by storms in eastern and western Uttar Pradesh. President Ram Nath Kovind has conveyed his displeasure to the Prime Minister's office over the controversy regarding this year's National Film Awards. The event held in New Delhi last Thursday witnessed an unprecedented boycott by as many as 55 awardees after it was known that the president would be giving away only 11 awards and would stay at the awards function only for an hour. Congress President Rahul Gandhi on Sunday put up a 2.5-minute video on his Twitter handle alleging that Dalits are being constantly persecuted under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's watch, and said that BJP and RSS ideology wanted to keep Dalits and Adivasis at the bottom of society. While Mr. Gandhi's tweet is seen as an attempt by Congress to reach out to Dalit community in Karnataka, the Congress plans to intensify its Dalit outreach in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan that are going to the polls later this year. 5 militants, including slain Commander Burhan Wani's aide and a Kashmir University assistant professor, were killed in Shopian on Sunday, sparking widespread clashes that left 5 civilians dead and over 30 injured. Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti called for a political intervention to stop the cycle of violence. The Central Bureau of Investigation on Saturday registered another case against journalist Upendra Rai, his associate and unknown income tax officials for extorting over 15 crore from a Mumbai-based real estate firm on the pretext of stalling a proposed action under the stringent Benami Transaction Prevention Act and adverse media coverage. CBI registered the FIR on a complaint by a director of White Lion Real Estate Developers Private Limited. Mr. Rai's associate Rahul Sharma has also been named. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation has asked all airlines to comply with its rules on mandatory rest requirements for pilots following a rap from the Delhi High Court last month. In its letter, the DGCA has withdrawn the provision in its regulation or civil aviation requirement to grant exemption to airline operators and modify mandatory flight and duty time limitations for pilots.